Hey YouTube, it's Lisa, and I just wanted to jump in here really quick. This is not going to be a long video. Of course, as you can see, I'm just one P of our two Ps in this vlog. And I wanted to come and talk to you guys real quick about a topic that someone posted in the comments that they wanted us to discuss. And I didn't want to let too much time go by because clearly if this person suggested it, it is something that they'd like to get our opinion on. And I appreciate that you value us enough to want our opinion on a subject. And so the subject topic was, how did we talk to our children about being gay? When it was time to have a discussion with my children, I opted for what some might say was the easy way out of doing it, and that was not saying anything. I was 25 when I finally said, okay, I'm done with trying to be something that I'm not. I'm not going to continue to try to date men. I'm not going to continue to try to fit into what makes people comfortable. I won't just say my family. I'll just say people. I'm not going to try to make people comfortable because at the end of the day, making people comfortable was making Lisa miserable. So I opted at that time that I was just going to start living a journey that made me as most at peace with myself when I laid my head down at night. And it is my most authentic self. It's where I can be the most transparent about my life and how I live versus when I was dating men trying to fit into what was quote unquote a norm. I wasn't being me. I was being something other. I don't know what it was, but I was being something other than Lisa. And so when I finally decided that I was going to be in same-sex relationships and that I really did enjoy being in a relationship with a woman versus being in a relationship with a man, I could have, at the time, sat down my children. At that time, they were like literally one or two for Tracy. Morgan was like 4, 3 or 4, and Noelle was like 8, maybe 7 or 8, maybe even 6 at the time. And I thought to myself, one, what do I say? What would I say? What do I say to a 2-year-old, almost 2, a 4-year-old who barely know what they are? They're still learning about what being a little girl is and what being a little boy is, what that difference is, because they're in that stage where kids come home and say, oh, Bobby has a pee-pee and I have a Vivi. What, why, Mom? Like it's like at that juncture. So if they don't even know sexuality at all, why am I going to confuse them with mine? So what I did was I just lived my life. I was very cautious about the people that I brought around my children. I was very cautious about how I handled myself. I just didn't say anything. I didn't make it a source of contention because I'm a believer that when you make things an issue, that's when they're an issue. When it's a topic of discussion, if I make a grandiose, so big, huge deal about it, but nobody was panicking prior, that's when it alerts people that something is wrong. And for me, I never wanted my children, my family, my friends to ever think that I felt like what I was doing, I needed their approval, 1, I needed their acceptance, 2, and that I needed them to make it right. And I think that when you say to people, you have a dialogue with people in general, we won't just say kids. When you're having your come out dialogue with people, when you say to them, mom, dad, sister, brother, daughter, cousin, aunt, uncle, best friend. I'm dating a woman, and I just really wanted to make sure that you were okay, and I wanted to get your feeling on it to make sure that you understand that I'm in a relationship with someone that I truly care. You've already planted a seed in their mind that, one, you want their approval about what you're doing. Two, you want their acceptance about what you're doing, which then forces an accountability on them and makes them uncomfortable. And three, that what you're doing requires all of the above. When you're living your most authentic life, you don't need someone to put a green check mark on it. You don't need someone to put a gold star on it and say you did a good job. At your purest essence, what you need is people around you who authentically know you for the person that you are and care about you. Because you are a woman dating a woman doesn't mean that people have to get to know you in a different light. Because when I was straight, when I was a female dating a man, I still wore baseball caps. I still wore sweatpants. I still wore sneakers. At the time, I had hair down to my booty. I put my ponytail in the little flip-flap of the back of my cap. And I rocked out those baseball caps of the person that I was with. So I didn't stop being Lisa. I just continued on the flow of being Lisa while dating a woman. I never stopped being one thing and started being something else. And I think that is the biggest, the hugest mistake that we make as same-sex couples, is that we allow people who are same-sex couples or heterosexuals, if you have to have a title, heterosexuals, to believe that somewhere they start, stop, and we begin. And that's not the life that I choose to live. I live a life that I am Lisa, I've been Lisa, I'm gonna be Lisa. If I grow 14 hooves out the back of my booty, I'm going to be Lisa the hooved booty girl. Like, I'm not going to stop being me. So that would be what I would say to you. If we can break this mind shift, if we can make a mind shift from thinking so diluted about ourselves. We've allowed ourselves to be washed down and watered over and washed out. Heterosexual and homosexuality, those words are words that were given to us. I don't want to be called anything that someone gave me other than my name. Nothing. I don't want to be called or labeled anything that was given to me. Somebody came up with homosexual or homosexuality to give us a category to fall in, so that when straight people looked at us, they could say, okay, that's where they fit. They fit in that category. I don't want to be in a category. I'm a human being living, and I happen to be in a relationship with a woman. That is who I am. No more, no less, and I have 3 beautiful children. I'm so grateful to my children's father for the relationship that we had. The relationship that we had afforded me the 3 beautiful personalities that I call my children. If not for him or them, I would not have them in my life. So I'm grateful for what they were and the lesson that they were to me in their season. But it was a season. They were a season. Idra is my lifetime. So my answer to you, subscriber, who asked the question is, I didn't say anything. Idra and I do plan on having children. So we did discuss this conversation, and what we came up with is that if our child ever came to us and said, you know, Mom, Mommy, where, you know, why don't I have a dad like my sisters have a dad? We would simply say to them, you have two parents who love you unconditionally, and your parents are just like Noelle, Morgan, and Tracy's parents. The only difference is we're two moms and they have a mom and a dad. So where they have a dad, you have two mommies in this case. And just really make it an authentic conversation, pressing in the point that we have a house of love, we have a relationship built on love, and that is really what matters. So I would say again that my answer to a kid or a child who's asking, you know, why don't I have a father? Or, you know, why don't I have a dad? Or, you know, Mom, why are you gay? Those are my answers. Those were my answers to people, and those are still my answers to people. I am a woman dating women because that is where my true, authentic heart lies. And that's really it. So I would say to you, hopefully, I hope that answered the question. Be your true, authentic self. Live your true, authentic life every single day. You hear us say at the end of every single video, love, learn, and laugh, because for us, those are the fundamental keys to our lives every single day. We are constantly trying to love each other better. We are constantly pushing each other to learn more about each other, learn more about ourselves, and learn more about the life that we're living. And then we make a point to laugh throughout the day, to have fun, to be light, not to take things seriously. As you watch these videos, you'll learn I'm a huge jokester. Some people don't know how to take it. I mean no harm by it. I mean there's no malice in the things that I say. I just think that life is too short. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's all small stuff. Really is my mantra that, you know, we spend so much time in this life being angry at things that can't change, angry at things that aren't going to change, angry at things that we have to change, but we're afraid to change them. But it's still all small stuff. It's all a decision. It's all a choice. You don't like what you're doing, find something else and go do it. You don't like where you are, change where you are. You don't like the people that are around you, stop being around them. It really is just that simple, and it took me a long time of living to get that in my spirit. But if you never, ever make a decision that is vested first in yourself, how do you make a decision to vest in others? Because if you've not set the footwork and the groundwork and the foundation, anything that you try to build or expound on has nothing to stand on. It will crumble, I promise. So again, hopefully this video was helpful. Like always, please comment below if you have some subjects or titles or topics that you'd like us to talk about. If there's something that I didn't hit on in this video or I did hit on and you'd like me to continue on about it, please put a comment below in the comment and let me know. Most importantly, don't forget, as we always say, continue to be loving, learning, and laughing daily. And as always, come back and see my beautiful wife. She'll be here the next time. Make sure you like this video, thumbs up it, comment, and always subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Yeah. Ooh, I'm tired of disappointing.